So what do you think the Culture Factory is?
I don't know, a loose collective of people trying to do a thing.
It's the most vaguest thing I've heard. Are they trying to do a good thing?
Yeah, obviously they're trying to do a good thing, yeah.
Do you support it?
Oh, of course, yeah, wholeheartedly. But not like by actually doing anything, obviously.
The students, I think, nowadays are hugely talented.
But the talent is there. The talent is there. It's harnessing the talent and getting it organised to get it to a stage where they feel that they have a place to express themselves.
Okay.
Can we start now?
Yeah, it's been recording now, I have no curious confession.
Sorry.
Well, that is well. This is why we need a culture.
Oh God, no, stop the lights, come on.
How come you're involved in the Culture Factory?
Well, last September, a group of young people came to my house, which is here, and they were really frustrated about the fact that there is absolutely no facilities for young people in the town. So we decided we'd hold meetings once every fortnight.
Okay, Ciarán, tell me what it's like to be part of the Culture Factory.
Well, it's an honour to be a part of something so good like that because, you know, there's not a lot of people around Newbridge who actually really kind of care too much about what's going on. They give out, but they won't do anything about it, like, you know, and it's great to know you're actually trying to do something, whether or not, you know, it takes time for anything to actually happen, but it's great to have the feeling that you're doing something, trying to do something good for a good cause, you know.
Would you mind if I changed mine? I'll stay safe on my side of the line.
I think it's just important that it's a place for young people to chill out and hang out and play instruments or play games, whatever they're into, you know, that kind of thing.
Just a place for kids to hang out, really, mostly.
Any certain facilities you think we're lacking in the town?
Music. There's a big music scene in town, so we need somewhere for them to go, maybe play, record, you know, just practice, hang out.
But the town has changed here in Newbridge. I reckon the town's gotten very f***ing different in the last while. We have the Whitewater shopping centre now. Woo, brilliant. The same 12 shops that are in every other shopping centre in the country. Nice one, fine. We don't have to drive 20 miles up the road anymore to Liffey Valley. Brilliant. Well, we still do because we want to go to cinema.
I got involved with Culture Factory because I just felt that there was nothing to do in the town for young people, and I thought I was the only one. And then from talking to a few other people, we all had the same attitude that there was nothing to do for any of us, and decided that enough was enough, and there was no point in waiting on other people who have had empty promises in the past, and that we should take it on ourselves and try and sort it out in some way anyway.
Do you think you're given enough creative outlets in Newbridge? Like, if just like the art centre's into drama, the GA's into sports and stuff, like, do you think people that aren't into that, like, are their needs being met?
I think musically there could be more done. I think that'd be a big thing.
It's a lifetime opportunity there.
Yeah, I don't think so about that. We're ready, guys.
We got a new bridge as well, brand new bridge. It's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful. Looks very nice. A lot of people don't know the actual strategic importance of that bridge. That bridge was actually built, it comes away at either end from the road and can swivel around into the middle so that the bridge is going like along the river. And they built that after the fucking Nace built their giant traffic covered attack orb. Oh yeah, we're fucking on TV as soon as that comes rolling onto that bridge.
One of the things that's always going to be difficult in towns like Newbridge is premises and the cost of premises. I just know because of the amount of groups that I'm involved in around the town and various other organisations, when something is dreamt up and when people are trying to get it up and running, one of the major difficulties is premises. Yes, I'd love to have 10 youth cafes in every town in Ireland because, you know, if young people have an interest, as I said already, and they get involved and they get a bit of ownership into it, and, you know, everything else that runs with that, you know, they run it themselves, and that to a certain degree they have the responsibility for it, then, you know, even one young person that's taken out of an at-risk category because of something like this, financially you can't measure it, you know. So even if there's just 2 or 3 young people that €1 million is invested in for the purpose of removing them 2 or 3 young people from at-risk behaviour, then from my end of things it's well worth it in the long term.
Huge amounts in bands. I see them myself, we've had them here. I think young people are more creative than they ever were.
Bazooki, bazooki, bazooki is dead. Bazooki.
The talent is there. Why not? The money should be there. Well, why not?
Just with regards to the population of the schools and the town, and it's been affected on the school as well. You were saying earlier on that there's a population of young people is increasing.
Yes, well, just from saying my own experience now of being a school principal for 10 years, our school, the numbers in our school have gone from about 600 and they've gone down a little bit. At the moment, we have 668 students in our school this year, and that will go over 700 next year. And we would have a waiting list for our school at the moment, which would never have been the case before. And I can see that even only get worse because we're all aware of the new houses in the town, the new young families. I know the primary schools can't cater for all the students that are there. And while there are primary schools being built and being, you know, planned and all the rest of it, there's no word about secondary schools. So the same schools, the same 4 secondary schools are going to have to cater for the pupils, and they're not going to be able to.
Do you know if the other secondary schools are having the same problem?
I would say yes, yeah.
The pyromaniacs, well, they're cutting off kids now, but they're lucky in the sense that they know a guy that comes in and records in their house, but it's not ideal, you know. It's just in a room with some, like, it's good enough equipment, but like it's just, they need a bit more facilities around the place. Even just like a basic room for recording would be good, like, so anybody could go do it. Because I know a lot of bands around the place just wouldn't have the money to go record in Dublin, or wouldn't have anybody to come and record in their house or anything, so they wouldn't have any facilities at all.
Well, you're in a band, aren't you?
Yep.
And do you think your needs as a band in Newbridge is being kind of your needs are being satisfied?
Well, not really, because once you've done the art centre, you've done it all in Newbridge. Like, really, that's all you can do, really, except the odd pub, and that's.
And what regards to like recording, rehearsal space?
We're lucky to have my house, but a lot of people don't have a proper place. We have a music room, so with 2 bands in it. So.
Do you think there's much creative talent in the town?
Oh, there's loads of it.
They need somewhere to just go and do their thing, and they haven't got anywhere right now other than the park or each other's sheds if they're into bands and stuff like that. But it's just like, it'd be really good to have a kind of place where all the young people that will be together and sharing their interests and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Just an informal hangout place. It'd be really, really good.
And how did the Culture Factory start? Like, when did it all start?
It was end of last year, around September, and just a group of people got together, and we all had the same thing in common, that we're tired of the way that the town had got, like, and there was just nothing to do for any young people. Like, there's no cinema anymore and whatever, but there's great potential because of, like, even from the talents that we've drawn already, and when we get, like, how well we've done.
I have great admiration for the people who every week go out within the sports, but not everybody. I mean, I wasn't a sports person growing up, you know, so not everyone, we're not in competition, but I think we also need to look at creativity as being a part of confidence building in young people. It's brilliant for a young person to sing in front of a group of people. If that person is shy, they forget their shyness very quickly, or for their artwork to be looked at by other people. confidence is what is needed there.
Oh God, what else has changed in Newbridge? Yeah, they recently they reversed what I thought was the greatest town planning decision of all time. And they moved the fucking Abra across, away from the Garda station. What are you doing? We thought that end of the town was fierce quiet since Pharaoh's closed. Get a bit of life down there. But it's coming, when it's coming, keep the car running. So sad.
It's very important to us that we love to be involved in a music scene in Newbridge, or a music, there's so much talent and there's so much singers and bands out there, great bands and great singers, great people just involved in music and all that kind of stuff that